Okay, my name is Ron Williams. I work for Wake County Public School System's Transportation Department as a substitute bus driver. What we do each day is we start off by doing a pre-trip inspection of the bus. And I think there's somewhere in the neighborhood of 45 different things that we're looking at. Well, a sub-bus driver is someone who comes in when someone calls in, they're sick or ill, or they have something else going on in their families that they can't drive that particular day. Everything from the tread on the tires to the nuts and bolts that are on the tires, to be sure all that stuff is tight and doesn't show that anybody's had an opportunity to fool around with it since the last time we drove. I get up about somewhere in the neighborhood of 4 o'clock. I have to be over at the high school where the buses are parked at about 5:30. And from there, I'm doing a variety of routes which carry me to pick up students, deliver them to various schools, and then bring them back in the afternoons after a break in the middle of the day. Also, we want to check all of our mirrors to make sure that none of them are cracked or vandalized. Make sure the front bumper is fine. This walk arm is functional. I try to get them to respect my position as bus driver, and I try to respect each and every one of them as they come and go from the bus. Try to establish that early on. Also, we look down at the ground to make sure there's no oil on the ground or any kind of liquid down there that shouldn't be. I think the school bus is a lot like the classroom. Students have to be of a certain decorum. You have rules and policies set by the county, and your job is to be sure that those things are adhered to. That this stop arm is functioning, and again, we would have the lights on so that you could actually see the lights blinking on it. I think it's very important when you're dealing with young people to be able to call them by name when you're dealing with them individually. They know you know who they are. They know you can link them to their parents pretty easily if you need to. There's a strobe light on the back top of every bus, and that strobe light can be seen from miles away. It's just a bright, intense pulsating of light. Well, as you go into retirement, you're pretty much done with your career and done with most of your goals, but here's an opportunity to give back. You have an opportunity to work with students. So we want to be sure, and what we generally do is we walk all the way through the bus from front to back and inspect forward looking, going back, and then as you're coming back from the back, looking down and to the back of each seat and each sitting situation to be sure that there's nothing left there. I have retired, and I have retirement, and I have all those benefits of health insurance and those things that come with it. But again, it's more about giving to, and of course, picking up some extra bucks along the way, that doesn't hurt it anyway also. Primarily, all of these buttons along here deal with heat, fans, dome light, which is just a light over me in case I need light for me only. And I thought that I needed to try to do something that I knew something about. And since I have been driving a bus, both as a teacher, coach, and actually as a youngster in high school as well, I thought that was something that I could train very quickly and easily for. This amber warning light is a light that you would turn on when you're approaching a group of students who are going to be getting onto the bus. You want them to know from a distance that your bus is coming for them. Well, I just think that personally you're contributing to your community and your school system. We have the largest school system in the state in terms of the number of students that we deal with. And I think to be able to impact that positively is a very positive thing for an individual. Then you use this door open button to let them know that you are actually stopping and that the door will come open. My name is Ron Williams. I drive a bus for the Wake County Public School System.